If I wanted a small change in fielding arrangement, and if I had to approach him, he used to ask me for what. And if I turn around and look at that, what I intended to do, he had done it. And the other thing which really made a tremendous impact was, at any given point in time, if I were not bowling well, his look was good enough to say, look son, you have to pull up your socks and bowl well.
Can I pass that on to Bishan as well, who's continued the great old tradition of wearing a different coloured patka all the time. Saurav Ganguly hits huge sixes against left-arm spinners. Adam Gilchrist hits huge sixes against left-arm spinners. Did batsmen, especially left-handed batsmen, attack left-handed spinners as much?
I remember telling the same thing to Shane Warne. He came to my room in Bangalore and he said, Bish, now tell me, how would you bowl to Sachin Tendulkar? I said, I'll bowl to get him out. You know, you buggers don't even think that he can get out. And I was trying to explain to him, I said, a straight six is always hit off a good ball. And Shane turned to me and said, Bish, this bloody thing is disappearing too often. You know?
It was quite a decade that. It started with away wins in the West Indies and England, and ended with an away win over Australia. And one man was at the centre of all of them, scoring hundreds in that era, like we might pick starters at our table today. Just kept picking hundreds off. We've got an award for him as the Castrol Cricketer of the Year for the era 1971-81. And to receive the award, can I call on Sunil Gavaskar himself? We talked about 71, we talked about 81, there was 76. For you personally and for Indian cricket, what was the highest point of that decade?
I think the two wins to start with in 1971. The first time we won a match against the West Indies, and then of course the first ever win over England at the Oval. Those were the two real big high points of that period for me.
Imagine black so rich that it transforms color, creating brilliance that you have never seen before. With a beautifully designed Samsung Full HD LCD TV, it's not that hard to imagine.
मैडम आखिरी बार बोलिए बार-बार शेड चेंज नहीं करूंगा
Unlimited reasons to get lost.
Do you know the world's fastest growing computer brand? It's Acer.
Acer Inspire 4710 laptop powered by Intel Centrino Duo processor technology.
Incredible India, Atulya Bharat.
Jay! Jay
Hey, the deal is ours.
Ah, awesome.
It was a real challenge.
I love that.
Here's to Jai.
When do we sign the deal?
How about tonight? Royal Challenge Golf Accessories. Game for life.
Canon X's. Be cool. Canon.
As economies across the world grow and consumer demands intensify, the only way to keep pace is through infrastructure development. Tap the wealth creation potential of infrastructure development in India and abroad. After launching the first dedicated infrastructure mutual fund scheme in India, Tata Mutual Fund now presents the Tata Indo-Global Infrastructure Fund. NFO closes 16th October. SMS TMF to 57575. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Please read the offer document carefully before investing.
The captain under whom Sunil Gavaskar played a lot of his cricket and who led India on those twin tours, 71 to England and before that to the West Indies, was here as well. When did the belief come in that India can win both those away tours on the tour? At what point do you think, hang on, we can beat the West Indies in England?
I think when we landed there, and the first test when he played at Jamaica against West Indies, the way I think Dilip Sardesai got 212 runs, I think that's the time we thought we would be able to face them extremely well. And that's the time I realized